Well, the snow's melted off the deck. I've been doing cleanup. These trees were in greenhouse too. I don't really want them in the greenhouse past that real bad cold front. They're new to me. These trees are just sitting in this pot and they were full of water yesterday. So I pulled them out and dumped them. Lamb's ear and foxgloves in the other one. So as they're thawing, the snow was just sitting on top. They're probably frozen, or they were. The other tree, I have it still in its original pot, but I put it in another pot, kind of fake planted, just to give it some more insulation and weight because it was falling over. And I got all the bird feeders filled up. That's a nice site. Doesn't last all that long. I got the snow off my favorite tree. Well, it was an ice pack snow. Like it was snow and then it was soft and then it rained and then it froze. So I've been knocking snow off of everything. So this was pretty icy for a while. But I have my path back now. Birds are singing. Most of the snow around the barnyard or run has melted. I don't think it's, excuse me, too wet in there. Winter interest. I was tweaking those as I was walking around as things were thawing out. We had a hawk on this, what do they call it, shepherd's hook? I think he could hear the baby chickens making baby chicken noises and he wanted the baby chickens. So I started adding pie pans and shiny things around. This took a beating too. One of the pots fell over. Can't tell now because I fixed it. But that's where my little trees were before it got too cold, and that's a pretty filled up spot. I don't need them there. I think I like them better on the deck. I've been raking the wet bedding outside there because it was all ice. And I didn't want to slip and fall. I didn't want to carry salt out here. So it's kind of a win-win. Relatively dry. I mean, it is, you know, seeping here on the sides. Not too bad though. This corner, I think you can tell. So the bedding changes color when it's wet. This is all dry. I've been raking a lot. I hosed off my trees. Put them out to, you know, let them, maybe the rain wash them, but it didn't rain. So I took them and hosed them off. They look like they're alive. The bottom pots froze. But I had them here on this table underneath the tarp, which was down during that cold, and the heat lamp was on. So best I could do. Every single time I have brought a eucalyptus in the house, it has quickly gone crispy. Greenhouse, same thing. I take them in the greenhouse, they quickly go crispy. And the longest I ever kept one alive was in here. So I decided to go for it, try again. I'm buying them every year anyway, might as well try to keep them alive. Try this, try that. Try another variety if I can find it. These little brats are the ones that are picking on Tipsy. I hear babies. Babies like to hang out over here, and I feed them separate over here, but then the brat roosters come back here and steal their food and peck them away. Hey, babies! I haven't given anybody food and water yet. I was just enjoying the walk to the coop because it's so much better than it was. Hey, you. He likes the girls on this side. The girls, the girls. The girls on the other side were the moms to the babies, so they've been busy taking care of babies for months. Okay, ducky ducky. Okay, ducky ducky. Ducky ducky ducky. I have to put this back on here or I lose them. I'm going to put my phone down, throw out some food and water. Sorry I didn't bring a tripod. Lots of food and water dishes. And then as the day goes on, I start dumping them. Dumping them into another food dish or just dumping them on the ground and getting rid of it. And then they have a snack. I have little dishes hidden all over the place. Under here. For the little chickens. Because the big chickens come and chase them away from their food. There's another one behind the house. But it's only first thing in the morning, and then later, you know, they get consolidated and dumped. So by bedtime, it's more reasonable in here for cleanup. They were out yesterday, and I think I'm going to let them out today. The ducks need their wings clipped again, so they've been flying. Yesterday, letting them out was an accident. Sometimes I spend too much time messing around the gate, and they take off when I'm not paying attention. So I'm thinking about fencing off a place away from the roosters that keep knocking Tipsy down. The easiest way to do it would be this side. Put the babies and Tipsy, who I think is my little Egbert, my little garden friend chicken. Just putting a fence all the way across here and, you know, selectively putting birds on that side. The moms, the babies, the rooster it's getting picked on. And then the rest of this barnyard can be for everybody else during the day. When I took the metal fence down, I rolled it up and put it behind the chicken house, or the duck house back there in the corner. It has pegs that are easy to stick into the ground, fence poles. Well, I'm glad that cold front's over with. Whoa! Yeah, they're better behaved when you can let them out. And sometimes I can let them out. In the winter, though, they're in here a lot. Then I guess the fencing comes in handy. I love my birds. The garden extra plants are all along this fence. Most of them are still buried in snow. But that's an insulator. Not a bad thing. I am looking forward to seeing them come back. How we doing, Tipsy? Doing okay? Nobody bothering you? You can eat and drink and groom yourself? Yeah. I covered these up before the snow and cold and ice. I don't know. I have footage of them before. These ones weren't covered. And they still look pretty good. Hey. Hey there. You running over to say hi to me? Well, hello. You dancing? Gonna dance? Boys. Boys. My boys. It's my Rat Pack. The originals. There's the ducks. Ducky ducky. Ducky ducky. I didn't catch them flying around when I first let them out because I was busy working on the apartment in the middle. I was on a mission. They come out for a little while and then they go back in. They like to be able to come out, but they still like their warm, dry, cozy spot with food and water. I moved this bucket yesterday to get it out of my way and then ended up being in a shot. Not in a good way. Good spot for it. Stuff I use a lot. Hey boys, how are you? This is the new little rooster. He's just, learning to be one of the guys now. I think he's not learning anymore. He's one of the guys. He likes being one of the guys, and he likes the girls a lot. The young roosters, they like the girls a little bit too much sometimes. But the big guys are keeping them in line now. They didn't at first. They are now. Look at that focus in and out that my camera is doing. I just played with the settings to try to get it to stop doing that. Obviously that didn't work. Try again. So the apartment on this side is a 1-bedroom. It's a pretty good size. I was in there working, when was it? A couple years ago, but I don't think I filmed when I was in there. From here you can kind of see where the branch broke and fell on the garage. So yeah, Marty said he's gonna paint. And when I started putting the garden in over there, I really wanted to paint. But none of us could ever find the time to do it. All of us are just so busy all the time. There's so much to do. So my plate is full to overflowing. I do as much as I can. I play with the order of things. I reshuffle what I have to do every day, every week. And stuff falls off the plate, so those things won't be a priority And then, you know, if I can't keep up with a certain thing, like sometimes it's my aquariums. You know, I have to start taking aquariums down. What am I down to now? I have 4 aquariums, and there's one more that's empty, but I haven't taken it down yet. I've made the decision to take it down. Really, you only see one. You see the one that's in my kitchen.